Start streaming. See what we got here. Got to test the sound. Looks like it is working. Check it out here. So I'm going to check it out on my phone. I've recorded videos for an hour and no sound. I was recording something live this earlier today. I accidentally put my phone in my pocket without stopping the video. See what we got.
Live this early.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, thanks for joining me here tonight on this spring equinox. Hope you had an amazing day and feeling these intense energies that are coursing through the bodies in this earth realm, in La Matrica. So today we're going to talk a little more about the event. It's March 20th, the spring equinox, first day of spring here. This is an update from a couple days ago from Cobra, who's part of the resistance movement and the alliance working with the Galactic Federation of Planets. So Cobra and the resistance movement have several times asked us to refrain from speculation as to the timing of the event. But the event is coming soon, depending on what your speculation is. Some weeks ago I posted a video where Alison tells us about experiences that our clients have had in viewing, seeing within the situation here at the time of the event. A large majority have mentioned the month of March as being a likely time for the event, and so in my way I have contributed to the speculation of the timing. And I may be guilty of that also. You know, as light workers and star seeds, way showers, we're running out of patience. You know, everything's been accelerating since 2012 and shifting, and things are intensifying and accelerating and expanding at an accelerated rate that it just feels like any day now this whole thing's gonna pop. However, I hold the belief that this video with Alison can be of support to many of us wondering how this great event will look when it occurs. In an earlier article, I have said that we should remember that any delays will most likely be due to hostage situations. We might, all of us, imagine asking ourselves a question something like this: what if a close loved one to me that I hold very dear to my heart was one of these hostages, being held somewhere by dark beings? Would I want the initiation of the event to take precedence to the possibility of saving the life of that loved one? Let us remember this instead of feeling any frustration, and know that the timing is in the hands of the Goddess, Divine Mother and Father Source, one, and will occur in perfect timing. Amazingly, we are now living on a planet where the Galactic Codex is now the law that is being followed. This is the specific section of that law that Cobra is referring to in this update. Section 4.2-2, the Galactic Federation has an unalienable and unconditional right to the implementation of the Galactic Codex and of conquering the areas of Galactic Codex violation with military force if necessary. The subsection gives a legal basis for the liberation of the occupied planets with military force. The military forces of the Confederation remove or give assistance in removal of the representatives of the dark forces and set the hostages free. Then other Confederation forces guide the process of acceptance of the planet into the Confederation by instructing the local population. Perhaps some humans feel that the Confederation has no right to intervene and that humanity has the right to solve its problems by itself. This is simply not true. Many wars all over the planet and constant abuse of basic human rights have proven that humanity is not capable of handling its own situation, so it is much better that it receives wise guardians to guide it. The Confederation will give assistance in replacing current masters of the puppets, the dark forces, that humanity has invited long ago into Atlantis. Then the Galactic Codex will finally become the universal code of ethics throughout the universe, and darkness will be no more. If you do not know what the rest of the Galactic Codex entails, then you can put it into the Portal search engine or go to the top of PFC, Prepare for Change, and you will find it there in the list of important articles, and also find translations below the article to most languages. Here is Cobra's update for March 18, 2018. Galactic Confederation Forces of Light have decreed the surface of this planet to be turned into Confederation domain. According to the Galactic Codex Section 4.2, not much intel about surface operations can be given to surface population for obvious reasons. The only thing I can say is that there is quite a high number of Chimera-controlled Draco and reptilian hybrids that were incarnated into human clone bodies inside underground bases during the last Archon invasion between 1996 and 1999. After 9/11 false flag event in 2001, they started coming to the surface and infiltrating higher echelons of power inside human society. This situation is being addressed right now by the Light Forces as part of the Operation Jolnir. Let me say that the hostage situation of the surface of the planet is very difficult, and liberation might take a little bit longer than expected. This is the reason the Light Forces advise against any speculation about the timing of the event to avoid disappointment, and suggest you rather start focusing on your mission and living your life to its fullest in the now. Each day, tens of thousands of people die of hunger and malnutrition. This indicates the power of control that the Dark Forces still have on the surface of the planet. If the event would be triggered before toplet bombs are dealt with, the number of casualties would be much, much higher. To prepare the planet for compression breakthrough, the Light Forces have asked me to instruct the surface population to change the surface of the planet into a contact dish. Instructions: if you own a property that has a small flat area big enough for a small Pleiadian saucer craft to land, you can silently say the following decree. In the name of my I Am Presence, I decree and I command a landing of a Pleiadian ship on the land that I own, and my physical first contact with the Pleiadians from that ship as soon as possible in the best possible way. I wonder if my backyard is big enough for a ship. I don't think so. It's a small yard, but maybe they have a small pod, so sure. Come and land, my friends. We are waiting. It is very important that you never say this decree aloud, and well, I just said it aloud, and that you never speak about your decree to anyone, otherwise you cannot become part of the Contact Dish project. So I guess before speaking that aloud, say it silently to yourself. Combined free will of thousands of people making this decree worldwide will send a coherent contact signal of pulsating light into the energy grid of the planet and to the Pleiadians. It will effectively turn the whole planet into a contact dish. The critical mass needed for this to happen is around 12,000 people. This will be an indication for the Pleiadians and the galactic central race that the awakened part of the human population has reached a spiritual maturity that equals 0.75 on the Kardashev scale. This will be an indicator that contact sequence can begin. It's time for the contact. That's pretty cool there. Humanity is ready for contact. The contact sequence is correctly described in the last pages of the following book. This is Ken Carey's The Starseed Transmissions. I'll put a link to this article below this video. But here you can read, I believe this is his whole book. Yeah, 114 pages. An extraterrestrial, like the Starseed Transmissions, Raphael, an extraterrestrial report. This book is dedicated to all conscious life, which is all life on this planet. Let's see, 11 days. to 1979. So let's see what. I look out across the slumbering sea of humanity, and I whisper these words in the night, and I know that I address a great being sleeping still in ignorance of itself. I know that if the wild winter winds of your communication system send tatters or fragments of this message echoing in the darkness, it will still be to the unconscious that I speak, for the conscious have seen the sky start to brighten in the east, and have felt the warming spring of eternal life begin to thaw the hardness of their preconceptions. Can you not feel the earth as you approach? Can you not feel her wrap in you in her matter, and your life forms not sufficiently prepared now to receive the blessing definitions that will terminate their larval period? You have told them to multiply and fill the earth, and behold, they walk the entire face of the planet and dominate every habitable landscape. This is good. You do not need reason in the manner of men. Each new baby increases the probability. Oh, you could awaken now if you needed to, but if only, it would be so much better. Just a little bit longer now, and it would all flow so well, organically, like a flower opening. It could all be so ever so easy. Babies, 4.5 billion units of circuitry capable of sustaining your full consciousness, and any single one of them you see, this is the way, it came to be, and the life is so beautiful. A more rapid approach would have made your species grow too quickly and split with inner weakness as a fruit tree splits that has been grown in soil with excessive fertility. A more rapid approach would have left you with cells that you may have been prone to every illness that might be encountered on your travels. While you dreamt you were more than one, you grew the species with care. You saw that they were inoculated to dangers that might befall those inexperienced in physical expression. There are presently 4.5 billion of them, my lord, each a holoid with an activated physical circuitry identical to the energy networks in your vibrational field. This present civilization only you can cure. So let the contact sequence begin. Let us turn this planet into a contact dish. Victory of the light. This is from 2012 portal.blogspot.se. So I'll put the link in the description below to my site Prime Disclosure. So thanks for watching this video. The event is coming soon. Have a beautiful rest of your equinox here. Be sure to subscribe to my channel below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.